What up, guys? Jason Guyman here. I wanted to just show you a house of how to clean Hardie board. What it looks like, what we need to be cautious with, what are some things we need to make sure that we don't screw up with it. And I'm going to go over how to clean it. This is a way that you can clean this, whether we are soft washing, downstreaming, X-jetting, everything like that. And so I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'll put some before and after pictures up here of this house that I did. Actually, with the training course with, can't even think of his name now, Mr. Miller. And with that, we'll get showing you here. So what does Hardie board? It can also be called concrete board is another name for it. Usually it's a painted board, so it's actually a painted surface that we're dealing with. And so I'll give you some precautions here at the end of things that we need to do, but I'm going to just show you a little bit of what it looks like. This is dirty right now. It's got a bunch of bugs. Usually it will look like vinyl siding, as in this right here, but it's usually a lot bigger than vinyl siding. So some things that we need to, usually it's going to look like the grain. You can kind of see this grain here. And if you knock on it, it's kind of hard. It's not plastic, obviously. So these are some things that are characteristics of Hardie board. So what we're going to do is he's already over here. He's going to downstream soap. So we're going to be anywhere between a 1.75 to 1.5 mix. And this has all been soaped already with the downstream injector. So once he soaks it, we're going to rinse it. So basically, we're going to clean it just like we clean houses, vinyl siding. We're going to use a 0.75 to 1.5 mixture of sodium hypochlorite, which is a good house wash mix, and we're going to do that. Now, can we clean this with a pump-up sprayer? Absolutely, we could spray this with a pump-up sprayer. We're going to probably put just a little bit of bleach in a pump-up sprayer, and we can go to town with that if we want to do it that way. If you're a homeowner, you want to clean your house that way, you can absolutely clean your house by doing that. You'll probably want to use a 2-gallon sprayer, and you'll probably only, even if you use just straight Clorox bleach, you could probably go with you'll probably be about a quart of bleach in that. Now, some things you want to make sure is that we water all our bushes down here first. We want to water them, make sure that this way we don't kill any plants or that. That solution should not hurt them, but we want to make sure that we don't kill our bushes and flowers and all that kind of stuff and get mad at Jason because you didn't do it. Now you're all mad at me because you killed your stuff. So this is why we want to do that. That's first precaution. Second precaution, this is a painted board, right? So Sherwin-Williams has some crap paint out there. And this paint isn't very good. And if you put sodium hypochlorite on this paint, it will turn it colors. It will eat the pigment and eat the colors. It's only really Sherwin-Williams paint. They have, if you have this bad paint, they may or may not come out and get you the paint to redo it because it is their paint, and that is a problem. So we always want to do a test spot. I recommend, this is the back of the house here, the front of the house. Right here is a good test spot. Maybe test it on the other side too, where it's shady. A lot of times it might be where the shade is to come out. Maybe it's where the sun's beating on it. It might not do it over the whole house. It might be one section of the house. It could have a gallon of that paint in one section and cause that issue in that one section. So we want to definitely test it. If you're doing this as a business and house washing, the other thing we want to make sure with Hardie board. Now, this one here is white. We don't really have to worry about this on white. The ones we have to worry about are the ones with like a blue color. Sometimes they'll do it like that real dark color blue. I'll see if I can put a picture of one up here. That real dark color blue. stuff like that. And it'll look like it has a hazing over it. And that hazing is actually oxidation. If you go up and rub it, you're probably going to get a white chalky feel on your fingers. And when you get that white chalky feeling on your fingers, that's oxidation. We cannot clean this stuff. That paint is already, getting beat down by the sun and already doing that kind of thing. So that is not something that we can do and fix that. This is something that if you're doing this as a business, you need to make sure you get before pictures of this stuff. Go talk to the homeowner. I did a house. I showed her. We come back out after, and she's like, well, you didn't clean that. Yeah, I told you that wasn't coming off before that. Oh, yeah, you did mention that, didn't you? Yes, your paint is bad. There's nothing we can do with that. So those are some things we got to watch. If it's green, dirt, we can clean that right up. You can see right here, he's rinsing the house, and it's cleaning right up. I will show good before and after pictures of the beadboard underneath. It was completely black. You can see we got all the bugs and crap off. We're using a nice 5-degree nozzle here, so we're not hitting it with super high pressure. We do have some handprints on this stuff here. It probably won't come off with it. You can see if I can get in here with the handprints where somebody touched it with the hands. We might want to take a rag and see if we can clean that off a little bit. He's got to rinse over here a little bit more because of the dirt. So these are some things that we have to look out for. These are some things we have to look out for Hardie board. It's real easy to clean. It's not something that's like real difficult. But first off, we want to make sure that the paint is good and the pigment isn't going to turn colors. Usually it'll turn either like a greenish color or a pinkish color, just depending. I've seen it both colors, green and pink. And I have seen it on white, but most of the time it's not on white. Most of the time it's on different, I've only seen it turn pink on white one time. So most of the time it's going to be your other colors is what I see that it comes out to be. So again, we just want to make sure that we do that. 2, if it has oxidation on it, we want to make sure that we do that. 3, how to clean it. We're going to just soap it like normal. We're going to put a house washer mix on it, and then we're going to come back. We're going to let it dwell. We're going to let it sit for 5-10 minutes. We don't want it to dry on it. We want it to stay wet, but we don't want it to dry on it. And then we're going to come back and rinse it right off. And that is how you clean Hardie board. It isn't that hard, and we can make your house look amazing, or a professional pressure washer knows what they're doing. One thing you do not want to do is use high pressure on them. We want to use low pressure on this stuff. We don't want to use no more than 100 PSI. You can see this nozzle right here. No more than 100 PSI. We're not blasting this stuff with high pressure. I can put my hand right in front of that nozzle. It's not going to blow my skin off my hand. Do not use a red tip. A red tip is something that we do not want to hit on this. That will damage and destroy this. If you want to check out my other videos about how to clean houses and stuff, different types, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you in my next video.